In our last video, I said, please realize that understanding, accepting, and living with what you have can only give you peace and happiness. I also said, when you accept and embrace what you have and start living with it, then you are going to get the same more and more. But how is the question? Let's try to understand these 2 points in this video. Let's say you have 50% happiness and 50% sorrows in your life, or consider 30% happiness and 70% sorrows to make it more impactful. I said understand and accept whatever you have. So you accept the truth that your life is filled with 30% of happiness and 70% of sorrows. I also said whatever you embrace and start living with will come to you all the time. You have 30% happiness and 70% sorrows in your life. So you tell me what you want to embrace. It's obvious that you choose and embrace happiness, since you want to live a happy life, right? When you ignore sorrows and choose happiness, you will get more happiness in your life. But how more happiness come to you just by choosing happiness and ignoring sorrows? Let me explain the logic with an example. Let's say you have 2 plantlings with you. The plantling you water and nurture grows better, and the plantling ignored doesn't grow and dies slowly. Am I correct? In the same way, you choose happiness over sorrow and start nurturing it. Slowly, it grows as a huge tree, filling your life with tremendous happiness by eliminating all sorrows. That's it. That's how simple it is to live a happy and peaceful life. Are you thinking about how to nurture happiness and what exactly does it mean? Don't worry. I am here to explain you. When you want a plantling to grow better, you try to learn and understand the right ways to nurture the plantling and focus on its healthy growth, right? In the same way, when you choose happiness over sorrow, though it is just 30%, you try to understand how this 30% of happiness has come to you. When you understand how it has come to you, then you automatically focus on learning more ways to be happy and try to implement them to increase your happiness. When you start seeing a growth of happiness in your life, you gain confidence and you get command over it. Slowly, your thought process expands and you start seeing more ways to enhance your happiness and strengthen it. At the same time, you stop focusing on your sorrows and not doing anything that triggers the growth of your sorrows. So slowly, all your sorrows vanish away and you will be left only with happiness. Did you observe the previous sentence carefully? I said, since you are not doing anything that triggers the growth of your sorrows, all your sorrows vanish away. Whatever we focus and do, it grows. It means all our sorrows are just because we focused and did the things that bring sorrows into our lives. So, please don't think that the sorrows have fallen into your life from unknown sources. You are the source of sorrows and happiness in your life, directly or indirectly, consciously or subconsciously. You are the source of everything in your life, whether it's good or bad. People take credit for all the good things in their lives, but they never accept that they are the reason for all the bad things as well. We people try playing innocent card all the time and try to blame others, especially God. And I see no surprise in this, because most of us don't know what is the source of happiness and what is the source of sorrow. Due to this innocence, people experience random things, sometimes happiness, sometimes sorrow, sometimes greed, sometimes guilt, and so on. No control over what comes to us. Nothing can be anticipated, and what is anticipated never comes. Something brings happiness, and the same thing becomes a reason for all the disasters in our life. We are living a chaotic life by experiencing random things. But why? Why does this happen to us all the time? Why can't we get what we wish? Why can't we make our life how we want to? If this is happening to you as well, then you consider that you don't know the real meaning of things that you are doing. It means you are looking things at a superficial level. It means you don't have a broader view of how things work. It means you are doing things in bits and pieces and lack the knowledge of what leads to what. All this seems too much to you, and things might be going over your head. Don't worry, I am here to clarify everything and show you the reality of life. You just stay tuned and keep nurturing the right plantling.